God. Just saw an angel with my own eyes, and now she's the only thing on my mind.
Alright, so the first time I met Carl, we were supposed to go to this InterVarsity deal, and my friend Leah was going to pick me up and bring us over, and she said we were also going to pick up this kid named Carl. And so we were going to meet in the Union Circle, and I was supposed to look for this tall kid. She said he was really nice, and I'd be able to figure out who he was. And so I walk out to the Union Circle, I'm looking around, I don't see anybody in sight. I'm just like looking around, I'm like, okay, maybe this Carl kid isn't coming, I don't see him anywhere. So I just waited until Leah got there and jumped in the car, and we're sitting there like, where in the world is Carl?
And I was late because I was sleeping, and yeah, I got into a concert the night before and didn't wake up. That's so lame.
So she gives him a call, and he answers groggily, hello, obviously sleeping. Just completely blew it off. And so he finally eventually came down and waited for him, and then went to Unified. So that was my first time I met him.
After I met Sammy, I thought she was pretty cool, and I had an interest in her, and then like 2 weeks later I saw she was in a relationship on Facebook, so I was like, oh, well, there goes that idea. Now I'll just keep looking for a different girl. Didn't think much of it. And then Thanksgiving time rolled around and the end of the semester, and she asked me for a ride down to Madison for InterVarsity something or other, I can't remember what. And I was like, oh, cool, girl wants to ride with me, that'll be fun. And she like spilled her whole guts, it seemed like, to me. So I was like, oh man, she likes me if she can tell me all this stuff. So over Christmas break, we texted like every day, and she was really good to get to know and fun to text. And I don't think we ever called, but just texting. And then I told her I'd take her out on her birthday, January 6th.
I was like, that's really nice. And the date rolls around when we're supposed to go to coffee, and it turns out that Carl really needs to go meet his dad to go exchange some stuff. So it asked me if we either wanted to push the coffee off for another time, or if I wanted to, I could go along and meet his dad, or just go along for the trip. I was like, sure, why not? I don't have anything going on, and it'd be a good little adventure. So we ended up going, but it changed from not just his dad and not just dropping off stuff, but having dinner with this entire family.
And we had a blast, and I was like, yep, she wants to date me. I'm gonna ask her to be my girlfriend.
So we had rescheduled the coffee date, and then got together and talked for a long time, and got back to the Union parking lot, and Carl asked me to be his girlfriend. And at that time, I guess I didn't want to be his girlfriend, so I said no.
I was kind of a letdown. I was getting all the green lights, and then all of a sudden I got one big red one.
Move ahead a few months and spend more time with Carl, get to know more of his humor and more of who he is. And the Lord just started changing my heart. I remember going home over Easter break and having a heart-to-heart with my mom, and I was really stressed out with school and stuff. I remember telling her, and on top of everything, I think I like Carl. And I was so confused. And but I didn't do anything about it, and just waiting for the Lord to provide timing maybe, or see what was going to happen. And so then that spring, right before finals week, Carl wrote me a letter. He told me that for him this letter was closure, that this is him being able to move on over the summer. But I wrote him back and I was like, actually, I'm interested in you. And so yeah, after that we went on our first date, and yeah, I got to know each other a little better and started dating that summer.
I want nothing more, dear God. Just saw an angel with my own eyes.
So in preparation for proposing to Sammy, I planned it out for probably like 2.5, 3 weeks. I called her parents on Tuesday and asked if I could come have lunch with them on Friday. I told Sammy I was going to go hunting with my cousins on Friday and Saturday. So I got up early Friday morning, drove to Spearfish, had lunch, asked her parents for permission to propose to Sammy, and they said yes, which was awesome. And then I turned around and went back to my cousin's place down by Sioux Falls and hung out, and I sent her all kinds of Snapchats, so it never crossed her mind that I was anywhere but there the whole day. And Sunday, after church, I took her back to Oakwood where we had our first date.
And so the first date that we ever went on, he came to I was in a play for a class I was in. So he came to that, and then we went out to Oakwood State Park, and just, yeah, and that was a lot of fun. So we've gone to Oakwood a few times while we've been dating, and so I didn't think all that much of it when he said we were going to Oakwood on Sunday. I was really excited to spend some time outdoors, but I was not expecting anything. And so we were driving around Oakwood and found this little like gazebo overlooking the lake, and I was like, oh, we should stop there. And it was so pretty. So we stopped there and we're just talking, and Carl pulls out the program from my Reader's Theater from our first date, and he also pulled out the sticker, the Oakwood sticker from the entrance. And I thought it was so sweet. It was so cool that he had kept those all this time, but I still did not know what was coming. So he said something else that I don't remember.
And told her that I had loved her since date number 1, and I asked her to marry me.
And I was like, yes, amongst the tears. I barely got it out, but I was so excited.
So it was a lot of fun. And she said yes, so that was the best part. And that is your birthday, right? Yeah, okay. And then, what? And then, why are you laughing so much? Okay. I don't know if I have any other stories. I mean, I have lots of embarrassing ones, but I don't want to.
Was it love at first sight? Nope, definitely not. But the Lord apparently changes your heart. Yo. Dang it.
I win.
I was nice. I threw up into the air.